Yo, what is up, guys? So we have some announcements for Red Eyes support. Now, this apparently is not even going to be a Red Eyes monster, but it is Red Eyes support. All we know is it's going to be some type of darkness dragon. I don't know the beginning of the text. All I know is this over here. My Japanese is pretty bad, but that is darkness. So it's like some type of darkness dragon. We don't know the effect yet, but we do know that it is a dark and it is a Link 4 monster, so good luck making that in a Red Eyes deck. But maybe some new support will come out to actually let us bring this out much easier. But if it's got a great effect, which again we don't know yet, but it is some new Red Eyes support, definitely looking forward to it. I just don't see how it's not a Red Eyes card, because that kind of completely destroys the card, but it is definitely going to be some support for the archetype, but we don't know the effect yet. But we do know the effects of a few other cards, one of them being Vendread Dyneema, which is a new level 1 zombie effect monster. Let's go ahead and check out its effect. So Vendread Dyneema is a, well, it's part of the Vendread archetype, so it's a TCG exclusive, but Vendread Dyneema is a level 1 dark monster with 0/0, and its effect reads that you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one of your banished Vendread monsters except for Vendread Dyneema to special summon it. Also, you can't special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except for zombie monsters. A Vendread monster ritual summon using this card on the field gains the following effect. You can only use each effect of the preceding effects of Vendread Dyneema once per turn. The effect is banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. Okay, so first off, I mean, obviously the effect of banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. Vendreads, if you guys didn't know, let me go ahead and go into Vendreads. They are all about the rituals, and they have this effect where, as a quick effect, you get to banish a zombie monster and it gains 300 attack. Like, people aren't going to walk in your Vendread Slayer and be like, oh, I didn't know the effect. Well, unless, of course, they're not reading cards. But the surprise factor isn't really, like, there for the archetype. They don't have, like, as far as I'm aware, they don't have an honest. However, the archetype has quick effects, via using some monsters as, like, the ritual material. Revenance is probably one of the best. It's a quick effect that targets a special summon monster and just banishes it. There's one that gets rid of, like, Spell and Trap, and there's another one where it says after damage calculation, you get to draw a card, then you discard it. Like, the whole archetype is really mediocre, but this next one up, oh, I guess they just added it. Wow, that was really fast. But anyways, the effect is just too mediocre where it's like you banish another monster to destroy by when you could just banish it in the first place before like it even came out. I don't know about the second effect. The first effect is actually pretty good. Going back to this over here, I was thinking, I don't know if this works because this is something actually pretty important for it's the Vampire Link monster. Vampire Sucker just requires 2 zombie monsters, so well, that's pretty easy to make in a deck where you just get to special summon the other one. And then Vampire Sucker has the ability, if you attribute monsters for a tribute summon, you can tribute monsters that are zombie that your opponent controls, and it lets you special summon 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard to their board, but it's treated as zombie. Now, someone let me know about this, because as far as I'm aware, you still can't tribute them for rituals, because that's how it works, at least with Ritual of Darkness, even though it says you can use it for a tribute summon as if you controlled it. But I'm not sure if that's going to be ruled differently. It all depends on, you know, what TCG decides to do with that whole ruling thing. Because Lair of Darkness is just, it's got a lot of rulings on it. So as far as I'm aware, you cannot tribute your opponent's ritual, use your opponent's monsters as ritual material if you went to go make Vampire Sucker. But again, if someone knows for sure, let me know in the comment sections below. But there's another rank 3 Exceed card that we can check out over here. It is a rank 3 Exceed. It requires 2 level 3 monsters, but as many as you want. You can have multiples. And it's got 2,600 defense points, which is actually quite a bit. But let's go check out its effect. So this is number 75, Gossip Shadow of Confusion. And it is a rank 3 Wind Spellcaster Exceed monster with 1,000 attack and 2,600 defense points. Its materials are 2+ level 3 monsters. It says you can only use the second effect with this card's name once per turn. So the first effect is once per turn. When an opponent's monster's effect is activated as a quick effect, you can attach 2 materials from this card. That effect becomes each player draws 1 card. So you're stopping your opponent from doing something, and then they get like 1 card. And it's got 2,600 defense, so kind of something that's difficult to get over. And then the second effect says you get to target any other number Exceed monster you control attached this card to that as Exceed material, and Exceed materials attached to this card also become Exceed materials on that monster, which started getting me thinking. There's probably a lot of crazy decks that people are going to be making, just cheesy stuff that are just utilizing like rank 3s, and then because that's much easier usually than to get out like really high rank monsters, then using this effect to just attach it all to the other card, and then you'd have like some type of crazy effect where you'd have like all these other materials. Kind of interesting to see if someone's going to be doing some type of cheese with it. As far as, oh wait, hold on, is it number 86, I believe, if I remember correctly. Hey, it's a number monster, boys. Wait, does it have to have a certain amount of material? Hold on. It just says, yeah, it just gains the effect. Dude, maybe someone's going to build number 86. I don't know. Because this requires 2 or more monsters, but getting out certain levels can be a task for certain decks. I'm not saying that this one specifically is going to be like really good, but this card is pretty dirty sometimes, let's be honest here. But I think this is more of a cheese like secondary effect, but nonetheless it's there. And then lastly, this was another picture that was released alongside with the announcement of the Red Eyes support card, which is, again, this is not a Red Eyes card apparently. It's just a Darkness Metal, but it's for Red Eyes support, which it's kind of similar. But anyways, this was an announcement of the 20th anniversary Legendary Dragons. This is the best picture that I've got. It was just, again, alongside with the other one. If you guys can see from the potato quality and you want to know, or if you want to let everyone know what they are, it looks like they're getting a new Fusion Dragon, I want to say, a new Synchro, and a Exceed, and as well as, I want to say that one's probably a Pendulum Dragon, because one from each of the series. So it'd be interesting to see what the heck these legendary dragons are going to be for the 20th anniversary. But anyways, guys, I thought it would be fun. Let me know, guys, what you think the new Red Eyes support card is going to be. Again, it's not a Red Eyes card, but it's going to be support for it. I know someone's going to be like, but it's not a Red Eyes card. It's a Darkness Metal Dragon card. Or Darkness Black Dragon, whatever. It's going to be support for the deck, but who knows? Maybe they're making it completely new and it's going to be relevant to Red Eyes. But I mean, the artwork definitely screams Red Eyes to me. But anyways, if you guys want to comment down below what you think the effect of this card is going to be, let me know down below in the comment section below. But that's it for the new cards for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. But if you guys got any cool combos with any of the cards that we talked about, whether it's the card where that's pretty cheesy, like I mentioned, for number 75, or the Vendread Dyneema, feel free to go ahead and send in some replays. I love checking out what you guys send in. And also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to see more new, fresh Yu-Gi-Oh content. Thanks for watching, guys, and I am signing out.